go. Sorry about that.
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to SisOPrey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's SisOPrey 5, Qapla, and welcome to BedLife for Monday, May 18th, 2020. And I know, you're looking for me. Where's Bird? He should be in his bed. I know the picture should be up. The camera is usually on. But, obviously, having just got back from the hospital a couple days ago, I am still not at 100%. In fact, I'd say I'm still a ways. But I will get back to the camera soon, I promise. I just felt I'd benefit from another day sans camera so I could just dress a little bit more comfortably than normal. So instead of my face, you get this awesome picture. Oh, thank you, John Araki, with a $1 super chat. And Commander Shran, thank you. A toast to John Araki. No, you get this great graphic that Jitsi Lemons created for me. I showed it off yesterday. Jitsi drew this. And it's me, obviously dressed as General Chang. We got Sassy next to me. A beautiful rendition of Sassy. And of course, we got all those monitors, including a Karoga flag, a Starfleet emblem, an alpaca, a heart that says SisOPrey on it, and Aru in the background. So it was a great image, and we're gonna get that on some merch soon. Because I want my own version. I want a shirt with it. I want a mug with it, and maybe we'll give something away if somebody will do a contest or something. Anyway, Cinnabon Bunny was here at 4 p.m. almost an hour ago and says hello, welcome Cinnabon Bunny. 47 Yorktown says Happy Victoria Day to all his fellow Canadians. To which I asked, what do you do on Victoria Day? And he says it's long weekend stuff. Places have fireworks. It's the unofficial start of summer in Canada. So congrats to Canada and their unofficial start. Cinnabon Bunny says you do strippers and coke. So I guess 47 Yorktown says, yes, Cinnabon's actually been to Canada. Lol, Cinnabon lols. Thomas Bott says hi. Welcome, Thomas. 47 Yorktown says hello, young sir. Hello, 47 Yorktown. Red Pillaging Qapla says, hey ho, on with the show. I will, Red Pillaging. Welcome to the stream. John Araki says, Qapla, John Araki. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. Thomas Bott says, Cinnabon Bunny, this is a long hour. Did I say I did try to start at 4. To be honest, I did try to start an hour ago, but things just weren't working out right. But I started before 5, which I'll call it a win. Mark Andy says hi, Qapla, Mark Andy. Red Pillaging is listening to the music. Immortal Technique says hi, guys, welcome. Immortal Technique. Cinnabon says hi to Thomas. Red Pillaging says Julan True, mateys, Julan True. Although I do prefer Qapla, but you're okay. It's fine. If you want to say Julan True, you're welcome. You're welcome to. We are an inclusive. And who said Klingons can't be inclusive? Josh Reed says, all hail the party animal, SisOPrey, ruler of Karoga. Well, she certainly has my ear. But I don't know about ruler of Karoga. Also, heads up, if you happen to be listening to this stream on Facebook, where it is simulcast streaming to the SisOPrey 5 page on Facebook, I can't see your comments.
It's a fake.
And Joseph Patrick just donated €2 through Super Chat. Hello, world. It's SisOPrey 2. No camera, BedLife. Yeah, Joseph. Unfortunately, last minute, I just decided to call the camera off. I'm still not up to being on camera. This week, we'll bring the camera back this week. But for right now, I figured we'd do a BedLife without the camera. I know usually that's called Jar Life, but we have this great new graphic from Jitsi, so we'll still call it a BedLife. So anyway, if you're watching on Facebook, thank you. But if you want to be part of the conversation, please come over to YouTube. You can go to BedLife5.com. The link for my YouTube channel will be right at the top. And you can come over and actually interact with us on YouTube. Otherwise, any comments you leave on Facebook, I will see after this is over. But thank you so much. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Joe Biden donated $1. You look so lifelike today. Question, I put my brand new fish in my yard. I think they had to poop, but they all died. What did I do wrong? So you put your fish in your yard and you thought you were putting the fish because you thought they had to poop, but they died in your yard. Did these fish have legs by any chance? If the fish had legs, then it's possible that they were dead before you put them in the yard. Now, if the fish did not have legs, if they had fins and flippers and stuff, then my guess is you just should have turned the hose on, Joe Biden. You got to turn the hose on in the backyard, get that sprinkler system going. That'll keep the fish alive long enough so they can poop in your yard. A lot of people don't know that, but fish don't need to be submerged in water. That's a waste of, in fact, that's a lot of waste of ocean. You just need to keep them moist, right? You don't need an entire ocean to save the fish. You just need, a garden hose or a backyard sprinkler. That's probably enough. You can keep 80 or 90% of fish alive with just a garden hose. That's stuff you learn the hard way. What's this, McWhatFitNot? Qapla, what's this face, McWhatNot? Qapla. Mrs. Anti-Trigger says, Bird of Prey, good to see you back. Thank you, Mrs. Anti-Trigger. Thank you for the kind words and all of the prayers this past week. It means a lot. Immortal Technique, and by the way, proof I am not Mrs. Anti-Trekker, because she's here and I am here. Immortal Technique says hi to Mark. Andy, Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, I sent you a Jeep video on Discord. Damn it. I have yet to get to Discord. Thank you, Josh Street. I will try to remember to get to Discord right after this is over. Cinnamon Bunny says, I know, I figured I'd wait till later. Not a problem. Everybody's saying hi to Mrs. Anti-Trekker now. Tom, is this WTF happened to your face? I know, it looks better there, right? It looks good. Jitsi knows how to make me look good. John Aragi says, Bird is covering up a quarantine haircut fail. No, because I don't. In fact, I was thinking tomorrow we're just going to buzz it off back down to 1/8 of an inch on the top. So there's really not much that can fail. Even that one time Mama Prey accidentally forgot to put the guard in the buzz clips and just clipped it down to 0. I didn't really care. I mean, I could buzz it all the way to 0. It wouldn't make a difference to me. But the 1/8 of the inch, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's better to have just the tiniest bit of hair, because I think the whole point of having hair is that it gives your brain or your nerves a fraction of a second to prepare in case something is coming at your head. And so if it touches your hair, then all of a sudden it's moving more or less at the speed of light, the nerve impulses to your brain, and you either deflect your head, you move your head, you duck, you do something, and it lessens the blow of whatever's about to hit your head. And whether it's an eighth of an inch of hair and a quarter of an inch, or 12 inches of hair, as long as you have some hair, you can stop most blows. But a couple of years where I 100% shaved my head every morning, just down, there was not a single, not an eighth of an inch, not a 16th of an inch, no hair at all on my head. It was just a cue ball look. As much as the ladies seemed to like it and would rub my head, and I didn't complain. If I was not expecting to be touched and something hit my head, I would in panic. I would panic, turn around, because usually you would have warning. You have a little bit of hair, you get a little bit of warning. Without that hair, zero warning. It just freaked me out. So I started growing just a little hair back. That's why I don't go completely bald on top, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Now that I don't get out and don't really go anywhere, I suppose I could live with a completely bald haircut, but that's just how I feel. Orion Star says, just happy bird you're here. Thank you so much, Orion Star. I am happy to be here. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. We're under a tornado watch. Woohoo, Mike Richards. I hope you're safe. Let's put it this way. I would hate to worry about having a tornado come at me. It scares the shit out of me, that type of stuff. But it makes for some interesting weather watching. If I was in a big, safe building, there's a few things I would like more than to, look out the window and see a big storm passing by with lightning and wind and stuff. As long as no one was getting hurt, right? As long as no one was getting hurt, just to see that big storm pass by and there was no threat of the power going out or me getting electrocuted. That's the type of thing I'm into. But I know, unfortunately, there's really no way that happens. So I do hope you and everyone around you is safe and vigilant, because tornadoes are no fun. Life with Matthew says, that is an amazing graphic. It is. And Jitsi just sent it to me, and he said he was going to do, I don't want to give away much, but he was going to do more for some other people. That was his plan. And he's damn amazing work. Max World Entertainment says, greetings, Max World. Star Trek Nitpicker says, whoa, cool picture. Thank you. And all the credit goes to Jitsi Lemons. What's his face? McWhatnot looks good. Thank you. Star Trek Nitpicker says, Bird, we salute you. Thank you so much. You said it. Life with Matthew. Darth Haster says, hello, you beautiful human beings. Immortal Technique says, hail to Star Trek Nitpickers. Rock Solid says, where the hell is the Canada? Oh, Canada. Sorry. Joseph O. Biden 2020 donated $1. Says, hello world, your future assistant ruler of the world here. We hope that Joey O'Prey 5 appreciated his government-run lub oil filter change and microchipping when all he talks about is growing his hair out So I have more to sniff, sniff, sniff. Wow. Joseph O. Biden 2020. Hello, world, your future assistant ruler of the world here. We hope that Joey O'Prey 5 appreciated his government-run lube oil, does he mean lube? Lube oil filter change and microchipping. When he talks about growing his hair out, it's so I have more to sniff, sniff, sniff. Well, Joseph O. Biden 2020, what I was going to do was I was going to pack the hair in plastic baggies and send it to you. I don't want you sniffing it on my head. I'll throw in some sassy fur too, so you can get some. You can play guess which animal this hair came from. Human, dog, other. Canada is north of the USA, rock solid. Dan 23 says hello, welcome Dan. Number one sci-fi says Bird of Prey. I will continue to do hashtag We Stand for Bird Wednesdays on my 15 minutes of positivity stream. Oh, thank you so much, number one sci-fi. Guys, every morning at 8:15 a.m. Eastern, number one sci-fi does a 15 minutes of positivity live stream. Please check him out. He also does other live streams, but that's his most famous one at this point. So definitely please check him out. And Piano Dean is here. He says, Bird, hey Bird. Glad my drumming healed you. Welcome back where you belong. Thank you so much, Piano Dean. Your drumming I was greatly appreciated. Piano Dean did a video out to me where he played some drums, which I guess he said is not his main instrument, but he did a very good job as far as I could tell. Thank you, Piano Dean. Piano Dean, we got to talk. We got to talk about trying to get that BedLife song, get a copy of it recorded properly, one where Anti-Tracker isn't talking over it. If you're interested, or if you have a time, I guess I'll tweet you or something. We'll see if we can set something up, because I really like the song. I really like the BedLife song. And
who's been holding up the damn elevator?
I would love to make it part of my opening, but of course, if I sing it, it's going to suck. If I sing it's going to suck and it's going to have no music. But if you sang it and with music, it would be quality. Orville Nation donated $2 through a super chat. Congrats, Bird, the very cool avatar. Woohoo, thank you. All credit on the avatar goes to Jitsi. Hopefully we'll see him here. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about in the BedLife song, it's a parody of That's Life by Frank Sinatra that I converted the words to be about me and this stream. Not today's stream, but BedLife streams in general. And so it's not a terribly long song. So that's it. You guys just basically, you're going to get a free, page width, a free performance of BedLife. Now remember, it's to the music of That's Life. Right? That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. So that's the song. But of course, it's not called That's Life. It's called BedLife. So here it goes. And remember, there'd be music behind this. BedLife. It's a stream by Bird O'Prey. A bunch of subs in April, lost them all in May. But those numbers, they're gonna zoom when I'm on Nerdrotic's channel in June. I said BedLife. And as stupid as it may seem, some people get their fix downvoting the stream. But I won't let it make me frown, 'cause this crazy old bird keeps speaking sound. I've been a bully, a brawler, a bearer, a bum, and a boss with a ring. I've been east and west and north and south, and I used to see things. But now I find myself stuck in my bed, so I just hit the remote and raise up my head. BedLife. I tell ya, I won't deny it. I've thought of leaving YouTube, but Kurogans say don't even try it. Someone's got to counter those anti-trekker lies and Turdistani turds and fake orphan cries. I've been a bully, a brawler, a bearer, a bum, and a boss with a ring. I've been east and west and north and south, and I used to see things. But now I find myself stuck in my bed, so I just hit the remote and raise up my head. BedLife, BedLife. I've thought of leaving YouTube, but Kurogans say don't even try it. But if there's no play button, come by next July, there's gonna be a whole lot of itchy soot in my eye. Sigh, sigh. There you go. There you go. That's BedLife. SisOPrey is silently clapping. It's the sound of zero hands clapping. Oh, she's clapping quietly. Joseph O'Biden 2020 donated another $1 during the song and says, lube, yes, we like to lube up Joey O'Prey 5, and all the hairs for sniffing need to be live for maximum tingles up the leg like Chris Matthews gets. We're also proud to announce Birdo Joe will be leading our invasion of Canada when we're in office. Qapla. Wow. Joseph O'Biden is taking a strong course towards war with Canada. That's I'm surprised at this late juncture. He was the candidate for peace. You never can tell what November is going to bring, people. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings, BedLife 5, SisOPrey 5, SisOPrey, and fellow nerds. Hail Kuroga and Aru. Aru indeed, Sci-Fi Nation. Kronos says, you are live. I'm going to say Qapla and return later. Arr. Okay, Kronos, no problem. Loki's Mornings of Mischief is here. Qapla bird, Qapla Loki. Loki, who went far above and beyond with all last week. Loki, cannot thank you enough, brother. Darth Hatzer says to what's his face, McWhatnot. Hail, you beautiful human being. How are you? And what's this face, McWhatnot? Says you started before 4 Central Time. Yeah, I started 2 minutes to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, which is not all that unusual. In fact, it's pretty close to the normal time for this stream. Though in recent weeks I'd been starting early, but there's nothing wrong with this time. Robert Rose Jr. says hello today, BedLife, SisOPrey, and Sassy. Glad you are doing better. Fred Willard passed away. How come? Long live Turdistan and the Hypno Turd. And Dr. Zoidberg donated $1. Hello, my dear leader. I hope these pills for your human horn are working. Call me if it lasts 2 hours or more. Dr. Zoidberg, it's 4 hours or more before there's a problem with human horn. Thank you for talking about my medical business on a public stream, Dr. Zoidberg. So, what was the question? How Fred Willard? Yes. So a special announcement. I know you guys told me Fred Willard passed when I was in the hospital,
Who's been
and
holding up the damn elevator?
I didn't know who Fred Willard was offhand. I was, I was a wreck, a mess. But as soon as I realized who he was today or yesterday, I was so saddened to see who exactly it was. So as soon as I spoke to SisOPrey, and she had heard that Fred Willard had passed away, she had the same exact idea I had. And we would have been doing it today, but she was just so too busy with work from beginning to end of the day. Even after 5 p.m. Eastern, she's got a lot of calls scheduled with Australia, with the Aussies in Australia. So she won't even have time after work today. But tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, SisOPrey and I are going to do a special Sinema Saturday on Tuesday. So that will be tomorrow's stream. Is going to be actually a Sinema Saturday stream on Tuesday, where we will be watching the classic comedy Anchorman, as a tribute to Fred Willard, who has a large supporting part in that movie. And certainly Anchorman is easily in my top 5 comedies, and I'd imagine the same goes for SisOPrey. It's definitely one of our favorites. I know not everyone here is a fan of Anchorman, but even if you don't come for the movie, SisOPrey and I's comments about the movie and memories and whatnot, I'm sure that'll be just as much entertainment as the movie itself. So I do hope to see you guys there tomorrow. I know it's a little bit of a later start, it's 6 p.m. Eastern, but that's the time she could do. And that's for us to pay our proper respects to Fred Willard. Who had a long and great life in film and television, but I will always remember him as the head of the network of the news station in Anchorman. That's obviously I'd seen him in roles before that, but that was to me his outstanding role, and only because I give that movie so much credit that everybody in it did an amazing job. To me. Mountains of Elysium says greetings to BedLife, Mama Pray, and fellow nerds. Greetings, and greetings to Sassy, Chaser of Cats, Eater of Cookies, Stalker of Cardinals, Defiler of Cushions, Hider from Lori, and Scourge of the Squirrels. Aru! Yes, she was also the hider from Lori. Poor Sassy and poor Lori Roberts. Joseph Pedrix is Bird of Prey. The graphic needs to go on a mug and t-shirt, and I will buy it. Joseph, it will be on a mug and a t-shirt, and thank you. What's this, Mick Whatnot faces? Hail, brother. Yes, hail to Loki. Hail to Loki. Lady Q says, hello, Bird. How are you doing? I'd say, let me be realistic. Let me give you a realistic number. I'm say 70%. I'd say I'm running at 70% of operational capacity. I think I'll be even better tomorrow because good news, it's a good news, bad news situation. I got a call from the hospital today. Some of the culture, one of the cultures of what was in my wound finally grew. And so now they know exactly what it is. Let's see. The good news, no. Well, so the good news is they know what it is. The bad news is that it's a specific strain of Klebsiella that they have never recorded as being within me before. I've had other Klebsiella infections, but this is a completely different strain of Klebsiella than I've ever had before. And the main antibiotic I was on, the one I was on for like 4 days before I ended up in the hospital, and despite being on it, it just got worse and worse and worse. It turns out that unfortunately, this strain of Klebsiella is 100% unaffected, completely immune to Augmentin. So it's no surprise that the Augmentin did absolutely zero to help control this infection. However, when I left the hospital, they also gave me a second antibiotic to take, to just in case, because they really didn't know what we were fighting yet. And the good news is that it does show signs that it's this other doxycycline or something is an effective antibiotic against it. So I just got to keep a close eye on it the next couple of days. And as long as it doesn't get worse, hopefully just the doxycycline will be enough to knock it out in the next 8 or 9 days. And the good news is also now I can stop taking the Augmentin because it's useless. And the other good news is that if I'm only taking one antibiotic instead of two, I know Augmentin is really tough on my stomach, and it also knocks me out. It really makes me get tired. So the fact that I'll be on just doxycycline or something, whatever it's called, just the one, hopefully I'll start to feel better starting tomorrow, because of course this lady called to give me this news literally maybe 6 minutes after I had taken my Augmentin for the day, which is a huge pill. So I'd already taken Augmentin, so it probably won't be till tomorrow that the Augmentin will start to get out of my system, and we can move on from there. But I'd say I'm at 70%. I know it's not 100%. I know I'm slower and a little further behind than usual, but Lady Q, I am on the mend. I'd say all signs are looking good, and I have high hopes we'll be able to get through the rest of this without going back to the hospital. So that's the main thing. Darth Hatchers is good for cephalopod. It's a type of dinosaur. Star Trek Nitpicker says the fish jokes got legs. Loki says hello to Darth. Joseph says there are no holes in my garden. Just saying. There's no hose in your garden? Well, that's too bad, Joseph. The Rocinante says Birdo Prey 5. Maybe they were tadpoles that turned into frogs. I can see how that might be confusing. Oh, maybe they were tadpoles. Maybe Joe Biden wasn't enough. Oh, and we got another super chat. I'm sorry, I was talking Sci-Fi Opay. Sci-Fi Opay donated $1. Sing that beautiful bird music. Aroo! Thank you so much, Sci-Fi Opay. That was when I was singing BedLife. BedLife. It's a stream by Birdo Prey 5. BedLife. Cinnabon Bunny says, I got Grand Theft Auto to mostly work. Things on the side of the road are my enemies. I saw you were playing Grand Theft Auto 5, but then when I got there, nothing was happening. But that's cool, Cinnabon. And awesome. Darth Maul says, hail Birdo clap? Oh, pray. It's praying. Hail Birdo Prey 5. Thank you, Darth Maul. That's the first That's a first for me. I don't speak emoji that often. So I consider it impressive. I was even able to decipher that. It's like an airplane. I don't speak jive. Oh, stewardess, I speak jive. No. Mr. Miles claims first. Qapla, Mr. Miles. Whatever. What's this face McWhatnot? I gotta learn that name. Keep your fish moist. You heard it here first. And Greta I can't even say it without laughing, and laughing hurts. Greta Thunberg donated $1. Says Jello World. Jello World, how dare you? You have stolen my bird's dreams and my childhood with your empty words. And yet I am one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. But I am a loyal Karogan slave in the mines, happy to serve our dear leader. Greta Thunberg is not an orphan in the Karogan mines. She got rejected from Karoga. If that's the real Greta Thunberg, I would say that she did not pass the test. I'm sorry. It's. I know a lot of people think that we take everybody, but the problem is we take a lot, but we don't actually take everyone. And Greta Thunberg, she didn't make it. I don't know if she headed over to Turkestan. They're a little less discriminating when it comes to, passing basic competency exams, but whatever. We wish her the best. Not that we wish her to get her, I don't wish that she gets much luck in her crusades, but we wish her just the best as a person, as a human being worthy of some minimal form of respect. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. Cinnabon said after his stream, he would stream in an hour. It's been 4 hours. Well, it happens. And Joseph Patrick says, you mean the 3mm haircut? Sci-Fi Nation donated $1. Qapla Sci-Fi Nation says, even at 70%, you still sound 100% better, Bird. So glad that you are back, my friend. Thank you so much, Sci-Fi Nation. I'm conscious. I'm coughing more and needing to take some deeper breaths in between my longer sentences, but I do feel okay. So thank you. 3mm haircut. Joseph, Joseph, I don't care. I don't care what system we use to measure. Let's just be consistent. So come on. Will the rest of the world just abandon this metric system and come on over? Because we're not going to abandon ours. So we're just going to play this game of chicken. And you guys are going to blink first. So just go overhead, blink, and come on over to the imperial standard, as they call it. Joseph says, Cinnabon, did you get the free PC version? That's a good question. Mr. Miles says, Josh Street, that can't be right. You must be confused. Cinnabon said he said 1 hour in anti-tracker time. Well, that means a day. If you go by the book, hours would seem like days. And the rules. No unsecured communications. No unencrypted communications and unsecured channels. So that was the problem. Darth Hatcher says, everyone has a problem pronouncing my old name. Sorry about that, Darth. I have a problem pronouncing even normal names. Like, Mary. Right? Even Mario, right? Even Mario. People complain about how I pronounce Mario. For Christ's sakes, Mario. Sci-Fi Nation says, Joseph, I do the 0mm haircut. Gives me an extra 2 or 3 days. It's at 3 millimeters. Josh Reed says, no Mr. Miles. The first Mr. Miles commented an hour before the stream. Thomas is Cinnabon. Anti-trigger time is 1 or 2. Bird time is 7 hours. Darth Hatcher says, a lot of wrenches. Yes. Yes, we do have a lot of wrenches here, Darth. People who show up a lot, they tend to get wrenched. Dan23 says, goodbye all. Good night all. Good night, Dan23. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit. Joseph O. Communist donated $1. Says, greetings, comrades. Joseph O. Communist here. I love cutting up animals in my butcher shop. After all, you must remember that while all animals are created equal, some animals are more equal than others. This is a communist donation, meaning Bird owes me $1. Wow. I don't like communism. I don't know. I don't think I like communism. Where's the donation that where I get more money than people donate? That's what I like. What's that called? Okay. Oh, hold on one quick sec. Sorry about that. Okay. Where are we? Okay, so everybody's getting the free Grand Theft Auto. Very cool. Yeah, I downloaded Epic Games yesterday, but not for Grand Theft Auto. I already had that. For some other game that I think Josh Street told me about. I haven't had time to look at it, but at least I have it. Sporking News podcast is in the house. Hail all, hail Sporking News podcast. Qapla. Actor says hello to the pajaracos. I see you're doing Dear Bop rock solid. The Dear Bops are coming. It's going to take a while. It's going to be a while before we get to the Dear Bops. Darth Hatcher says BedLife and the Army of Wrenches. And of course, there we go. Sporking News podcast says bald is beautiful. You know, some ladies actually think that. I don't know why, but I know that they were touching my head for reasons I can't otherwise imagine. Kronos is BedLife. I'm barely listening to you. Well, thank you, Kronos. I'm barely listening to you. Jared Grigana says, up, BedLife. Congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. Well done. Yes. Thank you guys so much. Not only did we hit 2,000 subscribers, we blew past it. We're now at 2,060 something subscribers. The last number has been jumping up and down a bit.
Who's been holding
So
up the damn
let's say
elevator?
2,062. And DJ Odyssey donated $1. Said, I was lurking, but I have to go to my furry friends and I'm going out toe sucking. Wow, DJ. DJ TMI. TMI with the toe sucking. But have fun with your friends, DJ. We wish you the best. And Rock Solid with $1 donation says it's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time getting from there to here. It's going to be a long time. Oh, it's going to be a long time getting from there to Dear Bop. And Josh Street donated $2 super chat. Bird, here is a bribe, so you will skip to Dear Bop. There's so many other... Okay, let me go through and I'll just read the app BedLife 5s. Then we'll get to Dear Bop. Josh Street says, BedLife, where is the blackjack and hookers? You promised them to... I did not promise blackjack and hookers. Orville Nation, Qapla. Darth Revan, Qapla, Darth Revan. Says, BedLife, hey, how is my fave test victim? How are you doing? How's sassy face? How's Sassy's face? Sassy's face is awesome. And Rock Solid donated $1. Hello world, it's me with kissing Dax, by the way. Hello world, it's me who's hiding behind the soft putty. I am here spreading lies about your subscribers while sitting naked in front of my vintage computer. Wow. Wow. So is that an admission that he is behind the soft putty name? Actor says Fred Willard was alive. Yes, he was alive. 14 Barbers here. Says, thank you, Mountains. I'm glad that was it. Guys, if you not subscribed to 14 Barber, you should. Almost every day now, he's doing a stream where they talk about some weird stuff, some ancient civilizations, or the nature of time and time travel. Really, it's the stuff I love to listen to. So definitely check out 14 Barber. I guess they're basically doing 14 stuff. But if you don't know what 14 means, it means like that type of stuff. Yes, I had to look it up. That's what I'm saying, okay? Stop looking at me with your guilty eyes. Like, how did a guy get to 41 years old, a college educated, engineer in the United States, make it to 41 years old, and he didn't know what the fuck the word 14 meant? I thought it was like a city. I thought he was like the barber of Fortia, the city. I had no idea it meant anything until I said, you know what? Maybe I should look up 14. And I was like, holy shit, I love 14. I'm basically 14 myself. I didn't know the word existed. Stop judging me. I can feel you all judging me. You bastards. Stop it. You're so lucky Mama Prey is outside with Sassy right now. I would unleash Sassy on all of you. Okay? I don't want the judgment. I didn't know what the word 14 meant. I'm sorry. Okay? I grew up in Brooklyn. Nobody was talking about 14 anything in Canarsie. It just didn't happen. And I must have missed it in college that day. So, but all that said, he still puts on a great show. So definitely subscribe. Zachary Gibbons says, hello, Bird of Prey. Glad you are home. I stand with Bird. Thank you so much, Zachary. Rock Solid wants Dear Bops. Axter just Googled Klebsiella. Okay, yeah. So here's the deal. Klebsiella is a very, very bad organism to be infected with. But worse, this particular form of Klebsiella, besides having never been in me before, how did I get it? God only knows. But it was resistant to a ton of antibiotics. It was just by blind luck that they sent me home on one of 2 antibiotics that happened to work on it. Now, if this antibiotic isn't enough, she gave me the names of 2 other antibiotics that it is going to be susceptible to if we need to go that route. But with luck, this one antibiotic will be enough to knock it out. But yeah, you do not want to get Klebsiella, people. Stay away from the Klebsiella. If anybody offers you some extra Klebsiella on the side, you go to a fancy restaurant and they're like, hey, and how can I offer you with some whatever and some this and how do you like your Klebsiella? You tell them you don't like your Klebsiella. You keep the Klebsiella. I'm not paying for Klebsiella. I don't want to see Klebsiella on the bill. I don't want to see Klebsiella on the food. Just keep it. It is not some type of, they're going to try and sell it to you. They're going to be like, oh, this makes foie gras. Looks like it's for ghetto. No. Yeah, I think it's been in my body for a long time too, Mama Prey. But yeah, it's, so definitely don't take the side of Klebsiella. Yeah. You know what? Even Moo Moo fears Klebsiella. The Momo, even Momo. Moo Moo, oh geez. Moo Moo's a whole different challenge. The Moo Moo challenge is trying to sneak through a cow pasture without any of them mooing at you. The Momo challenge is trying to not get Klebsiella. Thank you again, Orville Nation, on the super chat. The avatar again is Jitsi, all Jitsi. It's not really an avatar; it's a channel artwork, but it's working for now. It's working for now for this. Okay, we're trying to get to Dear Bops. Address is Bird of Prey if you must. Maybe use auto-tune, just saying. You saying I'm not good enough for auto-tune? Aberjam says McClunky, Aberjam. Piano Dean says Bird of Prey, I will play around with BedLife in my studio this week and see what happens. I would love to do it. Thank you so much, Piano Dean. And Aberjan, who is here too, Aberjan Jam, of course, gave me his version of BedLife, which is also very good, but unfortunately that background music catches all the copyright claims. So with some Piano Dean music behind it, I can fight those claims. So that'd be wonderful. The Rosanate says BedLife is Joker's favorite song. It's a lie. BedLife is Joker's favorite song. That's fine. Mr. Miles says nobody downvotes Bird of Prey. Yes, they do. I got plenty of streams with downvotes. Maybe not right now, but they're there. I can show them to you. Joseph says stop singing. Stop singing. Wow. Darth Vader says Bird of Prey, you can't sing, lol. Mamo Prey is silently crying. Orville Nation says the entire Orville Nation is clapping. And thank you. And by the way, we welcome the Orville Nation into the greater Karogan Protectorate. The Orville Nation is an independent nation, but within the greater Karogan Protectorate. Welcome, Orville Nation, the latest nation to pledge allegiance to Karoga. Also, welcome LDG Pixels. He has pledged his allegiance to Karoga. Karoga welcomes you guys, and you will feel the love and the power that is Karoga. Kronos is Bird of Prey. The eye patch is really freaky. I know, but I like it. On my avatar. Admiral Saval says, Yo, Birdie Qapla, Admiral Saval. I haven't seen you in a week, man. I hope you are doing well. We got to do some Risk, maybe tomorrow. Before I stream with SisOPrey at 6 p.m. Sinema Saturday on Tuesday to tribute to Fred Willard. We will maybe I'll do a Risk stream or something. The movie. We're gonna do a movie at 6 p.m. But Admiral, if you're ever around on LDG's channel, I hang out there in mornings sometimes, and we play Risk there too. So be sure to check out LDG Pixels channel for the Risk games, because I know you like them. Pluggerville, Qapla says Bird of Prey. Qapla, Pluggerville. Qapla. Rock Solid says gone for over a week and right back on track, Bird of Prey. About 45 minutes behind. Honestly, I thought I'm even further behind, but let's see, that was 5:20. It's now 5. I'm only 30 minutes behind now, but I'm skipping a lot. Indie Tigers is Bird of Prey. Phyllis George passed away as well. She was the former sports reporter and Miss America, and also mom to reporter Pamela Brown. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Indie Tiger. Rest in peace, Phyllis George. Rock's Odds is Bird of Prey. Anchorman. Why not play something that's funny that Fred Willard was in, like Best of Show? Rock Solid. Okay, I can tolerate you not liking the original series. I can tolerate your questionable taste in some older video games. But Anchorman is one of the funniest movies ever conceived by man. Okay, 60% of the time, it wins every time. Okay, Fred Willard is a saint. Okay, Fred Willard is a saint in this movie. You will enjoy it. You will watch it. You will like it. You will laugh. And you will enjoy it. And at the end, you will thank me. That's what's going to happen, Rock Solid. I don't want to hear any more bull crap. Okay? Baxter doesn't want to hear any more bull crap. I'm going to put you in a glass cage of emotion. We're gonna spray some Sex Panther on you and let you loose in the woods. And you're gonna get molested by Bigfoot. Chronos says, Bird of Prey, looks like you have an eye hole. Looks like I have an eye hole. I have 2 eye holes. I don't know what that means. I have an eye patch on in the graphic. Zachary says, did Sassy miss you while you were gone? I'm not 100% sure she did, but she seems very happy to be home. I think Camille showed her a ton of love, and I think Sassy was very happy with Camille, but I think she's also very happy to be home. Darth Revan says, Bird of Prey, are you okay? I seem to be, Darth. I seem okay. Agner says, congratulations, you're the father of 23,648,271,516 Klebsiellans. Probably more by now. Admiral Saval says, yo to Lady Q. Aberjam says, Bird of Prey, amoxicillin is an antibiotic. That is true. Amoxicillin is an antibiotic. In fact, it's one of the main antibiotics in Augmentin, and it is completely doesn't do anything to the particular strand of Klebsiella I have. No, Augmentin is different, although it contains amoxicillin. Tubian, Qapla Tubian says, cephalopods are a class of octopus and squids. Okay, yes. Yes, thank you. Captain Track says, greetings, Bird of Prey 5, Qapla, Captain Track. Josh Street says, good news, Bird of Prey, you don't have to take that big pill anymore. You have to take this bigger pill, the size of a softball, and you can swallow this. So very good news. It's now a suppository. Great, Josh Street. Great. I knew that was coming. Actor says, I wonder why suppositories aren't used today as much as they were used in the 20th century. Maybe because people got tired of shoving stuff up their ass. Maybe they said, maybe science, you could make this a little different. Put it in a candy coating and I can take it through the other hole. And they were like, oh, I guess we could. That's probably a good deal. That's probably a fine answer. I think that solves the riddle.
The damn elevator.
Rock Solid just donated $1. He wants Dear Bob, Anchorman sucks. Dear Bob, Will Ferrell sucks and is not funny. Soft putty. Wow. Okay, we're getting close, Rock Solid. We're getting very close. Tiki of Doom, Qapla, and hashtag Obamagate. Yeah, we're not going to get into politics. Rambling Canuck says, so good to see you home and missed your streams. Thank you so much, Rambling Canuck. I tried to watch some of your karaoke streams, but they were private and then gone. JP says, Bird of Prey. Hey, how you doing, Bird of Prey? Glad to see you is alive and kicking. Thank you, JPs. Doing, like I was telling people, I'm about 70%. I'd say I'm about 70% of normal capacity. Psycho Dwarf 9 just landed. Hi, Qapla, Psycho Dwarf 9. For the new people, and I know there is quite a few, when I get way behind in chat, I only read the ones that have @BirdoPrey5 in them. So if you want me to read your chat, for sure, put @BirdoPrey5 in it, and I will do my very, very best to read it. If there's no @BirdoPrey5, then when I get too far behind, I just have to start skipping. I apologize. Where are we? Josh Street says Surviving the Aftermath was the game. Yes, that is the game, and it looks really sweet. It does. That honestly looks like a game I would enjoy playing. Mr. Miles says Mario like the planet Mars without the S. Say Mars. Okay, he wants me to say Mario, but that's not how you pronounce the word. Albert James says Bird of Prey. Which head were the nurses touching? They touched everything this time, Aberjam. They touched everything. Not that I wanted them to necessarily, but Captain Trax says, Kronos, you mean we are supposed to listen to Bird of Prey? It helps, but you know what? You don't have to. In fact, sometimes it's funnier when people don't listen to me. Aberjam says, Bird of Prey, I love having scones for tea and supper. I love having scones for tea and supper. For tea and supper. I gotcha, Aberjam. What's this face, McWhatnot? I'm the barber of Fortia. Seville already had Seville. So the barber of Seville. Seville already had a barber. Darth Reverend says, Bird of Prey, we will judge you, God man. Shave your freaking shoulders. Shave your freaking shoulders. How do you have more hair on your shoulders than your head? Free. Yeah, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Roxanne says, Will Ferrell, with a $1 donation. Roxanne says, Will Ferrell is worse than Lord of the Rings, JJ Track, Disney Star Wars, Breath of the Wild, TOS, Karoga, or Turtistan combined. Wow. Zachary Gibbons says, no judgment. I love Bird of Prey 5 rants. Captain Trax says, Bird of Prey says to Yosef, I knew Bird of Prey could rant about anything but himself. Mr. Miles says, Bird of Prey, I've never heard the word Fortean either. In fact, in Google, it's flagging it with a red underline as I type this. I think it's a typo for another word, so it's not commonly used. Well, thank you, Mr. Miles. Tubian says, Bird of Prey, I don't judge you. I'm 44 and had to look it up for Fortean meant too. Okay, thank you. You people tried to make me think I was stupid, but it's not I who am stupid. It is I who am mad. No, that's I who am crazy. It is I who am mad. Damn, Ren and Stimpy quote. The Moo Moo. Yeah, Moo Moo. They're laughing. They're laughing at Moo Moo now. Sons of bitches. Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey, you don't want the clap either. That's true. I don't want the clap. I do not want the clap. Sci-Fi Nation says, Bird of Prey goes cow tipping at night, also known as the Moo Moo Challenge confirmed. Okay. I could probably tell this story. I'm not going to use names, but back when I was working at Mr. Frank's house, which was my boss, when we had a house out in San Diego, there was another employee there who was a woman. I thought she was attractive. I wanted to get to know her better. And I would have, but Mr. Frank's wife was going around yelling that this particular employee had the clap. And I don't know how she knew it, but she was saying, don't use the bathroom after whatever. She's got the clap. And we're looking at each other because this, even for his wife, this was a weird thing for her to be saying. But from what I heard, was that the wife came across this particular person looking up what the signs were and symptoms of the clap on their laptop, and so she made the distinction that yes, this person must have been looking it up. Now, being I was the IT support and I had the ability to check on such things, because it got back to New York that this was happening. It wasn't me. I didn't tell them. But it got back to New York and it was becoming an HR issue. So I did check, and yes, they did look it up, but there's a million reasons they could have been looking it up. I mean, maybe a friend, I don't know. The point was, I stopped. I was like, yeah, it's not worth the risk. It's not worth the risk. No, I don't know. I could have ruined what was a perfectly good relationship off of rumors. Who knows? Sci-Fi Nations is Bird of Prey goes cow tipping at night, also known as the Moo Moo Challenge, confirmed. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. If you can't watch 2 movies Saturday, how about doing one Sunday? Maybe, but we're already going to be doing a movie Tuesday and a movie Saturday. So I don't know if I'll be up to doing yet another movie in 3 days, but we'll see. Is there a reason that we have to get? I mean, it's not that we're not racing anybody on Sinema Saturdays. It's not that being a week behind is going to hurt anything. Orville Nation has pledged to Karoga. Yes, Hector, he has. Zachary Gibbons says, summon the orphans in Karoga got Klebsiella. Bird of Prey. We will have to shut down the mines and disinfect for 2 weeks. No. They can work through it. Kronos is Bird of Prey. By the way, I'm ignoring you. Okay. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. The only good part of Anchorman is the end credits were over. Wow, you guys are tough. You guys are tough critics. Roxod says Will Ferrell is one of the worst actors ever. He's terrible. He is unfunny, making those around him who are funny less funny. Bird of Prey. F Anchorman, stupid movie, not funny, will not watch. Damn it, sir. You will watch. JP says, Bird of Prey, I want to get molested by Sasquatch too. Then you got to get this cologne called Sex Panther and just wander the woods. LDG says, greetings, Bird of Prey. And to all, Qapla LDG. I was just telling people that I should check out your channel, and I'm there. I tend to be there in mornings. So guys, check out LDG's Pixels when you get a chance. He does some good stuff. He did an honest to God 24-hour stream just that ended yesterday, and it started the day before. 24 full hours streaming. Hats off to the man. It wasn't planned either. It just got longer and longer and longer, and he said, well, fuck it. Might as well make it the official 24-hour stream. So that was cool. Sci-Fi Nations is Bird of Prey. I'm allergic to penicillin and all of its derivatives and related antibiotics. Yet another reason I don't go to the doctor, even if I have health insurance, which I don't. Well, then you need to work on some vitamin C and some natural immunity stuff. By the way, they physically prescribed me vitamin C and multivitamins when I left the hospital. I believe to keep my immunity up against, the virus that's out there. They've never done that before. So I think there probably really is something to vitamin C and just general vitamins in general, keeping you, trying to keep you safe from the big bad virus that's going around. John Street says, remember, if you say Bird of Prey 5 times fast in a dark room in the front of your computer, Sassy will show up to your door with Mama Prey and her home cooking. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, it's okay. We all know hair migrates as men get older. I can't imagine how hair your blank is. Yeah. Admiral Saval says, Will Ferrell was funny in King Tut skit on SNL. For me, Will Ferrell is very hit or miss. A lot of the SNL skits I hated. But on Celebrity Jeopardy, amazing. Even some movies, a lot of movies he's hit or miss. Anchorman, though, total hit. Elf, no, I don't like him in Elf. Love him in Anchorman. Love him in Talladega Nights. Love him in Old School. Not a hell of a lot of others. T. Stoney says, afternoon. Qapla T. Stoney. Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey. So these nurses touched the royal scepter and lived to tell about it. Some did. Captain Trax says, Bird of Prey. Ban Rock Solid Productions and his Dear Bob spam. No. Wesley says, Bird of Prey. Was she a claptrap? She might have been. Zachary says, clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off, the clapper. Wesley says, Bird of Prey. And viewers, I'm thinking about doing a live stream after you if I can get on air before Anti-Trigger. Should I do a game or something else? Whatever you want, Wes. You should just talk. And if you want to go to a game, you go to a game. Dr. Alex is Bird of Prey for the second time today. Qapla, Dr. Alex. Orville Nation donated $5 super chat. Rip Fred, FYI Bird, our friend Philip Gaming, Philip O'Reilly, is an extra in Anchorman. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I'd love to know where. We'll keep an eye out for him. Thank you so much. And thank you also, Dr. Alex, for the second time today. A whale's vagina, San Diego. Nobody knows what it means. It means Saint Diego? No. Its meaning has been lost to time. I could quote Anchorman all night. Damn it. I lost the place. Okay, we were past that. Allergic to penicillin. Wesley says, oh my, I almost missed this, and you are back. Yay, yes. Yes, Wes, I am back. Mr. Miles says, I got him to say it. What did I say? I don't know. Okay, I read those. Wesley says, Bird of Prey. Okay, yes. Wesley's thinking about doing a live stream. He should just talk. Dr. Alex. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey. No, I won't. I've walked out of the theater 30 minutes into the second movie. Listen, I'm not here. I'm not going to tell you that Anchorman 2 was a masterpiece. It wasn't. Okay, but the original Anchorman, yes, it was. And it deserves your time. You can spare 90 minutes. Mr. Miles is Bird of Prey, planes, trains, and automobiles. It's better be on your list of the funniest. It is not on my top 5. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's not top 5. Lori Roberts is word. Yeah, don't worry, Lori. It's up there, but it's not top. Daniel's Hot Topics is what's up? What's up, Daniels? Captain Trax says Rockstar Productions is a jerk who loves TOS and hates retro gaming. Wow. More cowbell. Roxodds is Bird of Prey. Ugh, Ricky Bobby is so incredibly stupid. I never made it past the stupid gotta live with the fear scene. It's so stupid. Rock Solid, you've gotta lighten up, man. You gotta try some things. Jeff Franklin says Bird of Prey. Qapla, Jeff Franklin. Abajam says Bird of Prey. The best thing on SNL Celebrity Jeopardy is Norm Macdonald as Burt Reynolds, dead ringer. You mean as Turd Ferguson? Yeah, it's the hat. Yeah. Changed my name to Turd Ferguson. Yeah. It's funny. Now, the best thing on Celebrity Jeopardy for me was Sean Connery and making jokes about Alex Trebek's mother. What did you wage? Suck it. And Trebek. Mm-hmm. Suck it, Trebek. It's what your mother said last night. Jam. I'll take the penis mightier for 100. It's the pen is mightier. Aberjam says Bird of Prey. San Diego is Spanish for dude totally bitchin'. No, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Roxaz says Bird of Prey. I can spare 90 minutes for something worth my time. Will Ferrell. Well, it's not just Will Ferrell. It's Steve Carell. It's, Fred Willard. The guy from Channel 8 News. What's his face? That whole fight scene. It's just amazing. Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver just passed away. Rests in peace. Thank you, Orville Nation. But we're still doing Anchorman tomorrow. The movie Mamo Prey Sassy throws Birdo Prey from the porch is a masterpiece, says Josh Drake. And Rambling Canucks says Birdo Prey, yeah, the karaoke streams for now I delete cause I don't trust the bots considering they took us down twice last night in the same stream. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So Jeff Franklin, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, SisOPrey and I will be doing a special Sinema Saturday on Tuesday to watch Anchorman in memory of Fred Willard, as he played a pretty big supporting role in the movie. And it's SisOPrey and I's one of our favorite comedies of all time. So, and Thomas says 500 actors have died waiting for Dear Bop. Okay, yes. So let's get to Dear Bop, guys. I know you've been waiting patiently. I have no idea how many there were. I think there was like 8 of them before I started. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Of course, we've got 27. Oh, fuck. 27 now. A lot of these look like they're duplicates. They came in right after the other, so that's fine. They could be duplicates. Okay. So it's time for Dear Bop, guys. Let's see. Let's move this here. There we go. Dear Bop, Joe Biden again. Thanks for your help earlier. I forgot what you told me to do. Anyways, I have a new problem. If you didn't see my live streams thing, it didn't go well as I hoped. There were some issues here. You see some amazing you do some amazing live tube stuff. Can I hire you to help me do one for me? I don't really get all the computer stuff. I'm not Al Gore and send over your live computer wizards. That's it. Remember to vote Joe Biden often. Your next senator, Joe Biden. I did see parts of Joe Biden's virtual rally, and yeah, they made every mistake in the book. They pulled an anti-tracker. They pulled a Birdo Prey 5. They pulled the Joe Biden now, apparently. Yeah, Joe, I hesitate. I hesitate to get involved because honestly, I don't think there's anyone I could explain it to that would understand what I'm saying. I think you should just go back to old school, man on the street, personal interviews, and let them build you a custom train car that's clear, but you can still wave to people. Wave to the people who live along the train tracks, and they'll wave back to you. and you can get their votes. And occasionally you could pick up a hobo and clean him up between stops, register him to vote, and pick up a few extra votes that way. So that's what I'd suggest, Joe. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, what do you and Anti-Tracker pull that is now called the Biden? I'm just saying something. I don't know. And Kevin Trax is rock solid. You are right. Will Ferrell sucks. Wow. People don't like rock solid. Will Ferrell. Rock solid is Bird of Prey. I'd rather watch Lily sing than anything with Will Ferrell. Wow. Well, whatever you guys got to do, you got to do. Put Biden in the Biden mobile, sort of like the Pope mobile, says Zachary. That might work. Okay, dear Mop and Bop. First to Mrs. D. You're a great mother. Truly an incredible woman. You're terrific. The bestest ever. Other moms, not so much. You have 2 amazing kids. Trust me, everyone agrees with me. Now for poor Joe. What I can say about great Joe here. I heard what happened to you, good sir. I hope you will be better soon. The hard-working doctors and nurses are the best I hear. Just great and friendly. You can make it through this just like I will make our country through this. Just like I will make our great country through this. By the way, I hear you have been giving Sleepy Joe some advice. He's the worst, just horrible. Why would you do this? Well, I have a lot of important business to get done. Take care. Keep America great.
Oh, yeah.
DJT. And that's an amazing signature there, DJT. I wonder who that could be. But thank you so much, whoever you are, Mystery Man. And Mama Pray thanks you for your kind words about her. So Joe Biden donated another $1 in the meantime with kissing Dax. Good night, miss. I have to go to the cemetery and write down names for the DNC to vote for me. Oh, Joe. Don't ever change. And thank you, DJT. She didn't even ask for advice on how to run the country. Whoever it happened to be. JP's is the best Will Ferrell movie is Talladega Nights. I'd put Anchorman. I'd put Talladega Nights certainly in the top 10, probably the top 5. Dear Bop, Greg here. I hope you can give me a little bit of moral support. Bob, my husband, was brought to a hospital in New York last week. Alexandro and I went a bit wild on him, and we tore his butt a little. He is home now, but he is hurting. Can you send him a few words of support? Alessandro is feeling bad as well about it. By the way, we moved to New York just before the mess. If you give us your address, we can come over once Bob puts the diapers aside. No, Greg. Excuse me. I don't need you guys to come over at all. I'm sorry to hear about Bob. But if they took care of him, I'm happy he's better. And what you should probably do is, I don't know those details, but you should probably use more lube. But maybe give it a good month to heal before you do anything like that again. Also, he should tell his doctors what he's doing, and they will probably have some advice for him. So Roxanne says there's just no such thing as the best Will Ferrell movie. They're all levels of shit. That is not true, Rock Solid. That's not true. Dear Bob, hola, sorry, English not best with me. But Joey, I miss you in the hospital room. You was great comfort for me with no hubby around. Found out what bleeding was caused. Doctor said no use discovery model as toy. Hope we'll see again soon. Your Latin friend. Obviously, this person is highly medicated. Dear Search Motion Frontier, First Wrath Nemesis, Undiscovered Insurrection, Home Generation Bop. That is all, you know who. I have no idea what the F I just read. Dear Search, okay, Dear Bop, okay. Dear Bop. Let's see. First, contact isn't there anywhere. You completely forgot the word contact. You completely forgot the word mixed picture. Final frontier. Rathacon. You have Nemesis. Undiscovered country. Insurrection. Voyage home. Generations. That I don't understand what this is. Is this like a what are the missing words? Okay, let's do picture, final, contact, con, con country, voyage. I don't know. I don't know. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, that DJT sounds like someone I've heard on TV before. I agree, Wes. It has a certain ring to it. Not Ryan Johnson says, Bird of Prey, I'm not a defender of Will Ferrell movies, but if you've seen one, you don't have to see any others. They're all the same. Bring scotch when you watch. A lot of scotch. Scotch. I love scotch. No, I gotta say, Anchorman. To me, Anchorman is genius. Work of genius. Dear Bop, the Galactic Union of M-Class Planets sends get well wishes to the God Emperor of Kuroga. If you wish, I have an ancient book of Vogan poetry, reputed to be the most agonizing poetry in the galaxy. Empress Trixie wants to send you a gloop, a small but tasty animal from Altair 4. And of course, we have a small gift of that sweet, sweet uranium you crave so much. Please get well soon. Signed, Emperor Zoltar of Gump. Thank you, Emperor Zoltar, but I make it a habit never to eat any animal from a planet I've not visited personally. So I will pass on your offer. Also, I don't really care about poetry. So thank you again, but no thanks. But the thought counts. So much like the tip, the thought also counts. Dear Bob, where are the blackjack tables and hooker bots? You said have them when you hit 2,000 subscribers. I demand them to be on the next stream. Signed, Bender Bending Rodriguez. P.S. Forget you. I'm going to make my own channel with nothing but blackjack and hooker bots. P.P.S. You know what? Forget blackjack and hooker bots. I'm just going to get some Bender Brew. Bender Brow. Okay. Good luck with that, Bender. We wish you Godspeed. I do not remember promising hooker and blackjack for 2,000 subs. Maybe for like 2 million, but that seems like a tall promise for her 2,000 subscribers. Dear Bop, I've been working on a few different projects lately, modding different systems, putting better displays in, and more. Since you were at one time a gifted engineer, I thought you'd be able to help me with your background and expertise. I'm looking on putting an IPS display into a system. Is it important to get the polarity right? That being said, so was Frank pitching and Freddie catching, or Freddie pitching and Frank catching? It's important to get the I/O configured properly. Thanks. Not that mother fricker soft putty. RXP. Well, you know what? You sound a lot like soft putty. Okay? And you know what? No, forget. It doesn't matter. You should forget about the polarity. In fact, why don't you lick the board till you find out where the electricity is coming from? And when your tongue starts feeling like it's tasting metal and burning, that's where you stick the wire in. That's my advice. No, don't follow that advice. That was advice given out of anger because you unjustly hate Will Ferrell. But also, F you, Frank Sinatra has never had to catch. Okay, Frank Sinatra, not only does he pitch, he only pitches. Dear Bob, are you ever going to be getting to Dear Bops soon? Dear Bob, why are your shoulders so hairy but your head so bald? My God, SisOPrey. Sassy. Not all animals have hair distributed equally over their bodies, like you. I am kind of, it's weird that there is so much hair in other places, though. Dear Bob, I know you're more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan, but I had an interesting thought the other day. Excuse me. After Luke found out his father, Anakin Skywalker, was alive as Darth Vader, do you think he looked in the historical documents left over from the Republic to learn about his father? Do you think Luke looked into his father's past, including his fighting in the Clone Wars? Do you think Luke thought of his father as heroic? I would love to see a series based on Luke finding out about Anakin between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. What he found out, what his reaction was at the time. What do you think? RXP. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. It's a good question. I would imagine he looked up whatever he could find about his dad. I really don't think he was heroic. I really don't think he thought he was heroic. Not until the end of the Last Jedi, anyway. I don't think. Well, you know what? He did think that there was some way to save him. I would say I think Luke thought the father was worth trying to save, but I don't think that he thought he was necessarily heroic. I know that's not a great answer, but realistically, you can't, you're not going to go to like Hitler and be like, I can change him back. You might try if you were his son. You might try, give it the old college try. But if he's not willing to, then I think you're like, well, one way or another, this has to end. So I hope that answers your question. And I appreciate it that you didn't have to bring in any nonsense about anyone else. Dear Bob, when I was a little girl, I was scared of the monster under my bed. Every night it kept whispering to me, why birds' shoulders so hairy? Well, why? What was the answer? I need to know. It kept whispering to me, why are birds' shoulders? Oh, so it was asking the question. I would say my shoulders are just as God intended them to be. So if you have a problem with my shoulders, take it up with God. Dear Bob, I like to smell men's gym shorts. SisOPrey. No, there's certainly no SisOpreys in this family that like to smell men's gym shorts. Dear Bob, hail No. Nobody's saying hail Turtistan under my watch. Dear Bob, what do you do when you and Mama Prey have an argument? You look at her in her eyes and scream loud noises, and then hear a pop and a psst fart, and you hold her with your good hand so she can live with the smell? What the fuck? No, this does not happen. Okay, first, I never lay a hand on Mama Prey in an argument. We don't have arguments like that. And I don't fart on people. Not on purpose, anyway. And I certainly would never hold anyone in there. That's ridiculous and disgusting. Dear Bob, I hate you, God. Yeah, it answers a lot of questions. Not totally surprising. Dear Bob, they didn't put a mask on your face for Corona. You're just that ugly, Mama Prey. I highly suspect Mama Prey didn't write this. They said, Dear Bob, they didn't put a mask on you for Corona. You're just that ugly. Signed, Mama Prey. No, Mama Prey's mad at you now. She's going to have to get Uncle Paulie to find your IP address. And she did. She spoke to Uncle Paulie today. Dear Bob, I got my penis stuck in my computer vent. Send help. And a burger. Kronos. Kronos? Why? Okay, Kronos. I'll text you afterwards to make sure it was really you. But hang in there, buddy. Try to stay away from that fan. Dear Bob. No, I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that. Dear Bob, how can we defeat the evil anti-tracker? He's such a jerk. He's, the best way to defeat him is by reminding him that Karoga is the better place. Eventually, this myth of Turtistan he developed in his head will come crashing down. And then all of his Karogan friends will be there to lift him back up. And so that's the best thing we could do for Anti-Tracker. Dear Bob, I'm writing to confirm my appointment with you where I can fill a whole cock of doom. No. Dear Bob, don't judge me. Bird, I judge you, God. Wow. God, you're the only one I'll accept judgment from. Dear Bob, I'm your representative from CCP Hospital Supplies. Top quality items made in Wuhan, China. We have great deals on suppositories and illegal painkillers. Just fill out the attached form and fax it to us, with your social security number, birth date, and credit card details. We'll take it from there. Something wrong. Something wrong. Thank you, Something Wong. I'll look for that attachment in my email box later. It's great that they specialize in illegal medications because those are the hardest to get. Dear Bob, hey Bird, can I come over and watch you take a bath? I won't poke your eye, just bum, Mr. Miles. No. No, nobody can come over and watch me take a bath. No, thank you. Dear Bob, I love Star Trek Discovery and Orville sucks. Orville Nation, now Discovery Nation. I have a hard time that was PJ saying that. See, that's the problem with Anonymous. People think that, you say something and like, I'm going to believe you. The burden is on you to prove to me you are you. Dear Bob, I'm actually a flat earther. Dr. Alex of Dr. Essential Oils and Star Signs. Yeah, you see, I don't believe that one either. And from Gary, do you want to hear a COVID-19 joke? You probably won't get it. Har, har, har. Dear Bob, last time I asked this question, you did not read it correctly, and left it unanswered. So please, if one sock cutter cuts one sock, and 2 sock cutters cut 2 socks, do 3 sock cutters cut 3 socks, or are sock cutters generally a bad idea as a tool for sock cutting? Yes, the third one. They're a bad idea as a tool for sock cutting. Just use a regular scissor and you can cut all the socks you want to cut. Damn sock cutters. Dear Bob, Fred Willard here. I understand that you're showing one of my films on Saturday, Tuesday, without paying the licensing fee. I'll be sure to come to your house, knock things around at night. If you can't find it in your heart to pay me what you owe. The license fee is very reasonable, $999.99. I think you might want to comply or be prepared to be freaked out. Thank you for your compliance, Fred. Excuse me 1 second. Fred, I'll pay you $5. I'll leave the money on the counter. You take it at your leisure. If it's still there come morning, I know you changed your mind. Dear Bob, rock solid is the Will Ferrell of YouTube. See, I think that's high praise. Dear great leader, miner number 5 here. The other miners and I want to wish you a fast recovery. I'm the only one who can read and write here. No need to come down. I'm doing fine. Everything is good. None of the other miners ran away, I swear. Thank goodness you are back home on your throne. Kurogan miner number 5. I know this seems legit, but the Kurogan miners don't have internet access, the ability to contact me or any such things. They need to go to their supervisor, who goes to their supervisor, who then can go to their supervisor, who then throws it away, who then, if the wind is right, and like a month or two later, it will then blow towards my office. And if it lands within like 80 yards of my office, the janitor will occasionally look at the paper. And if it says to Dear Bop, he'll then bring it to me. So there's no such thing as this type of communication between me and the miners. And Rock Solid says, F you, whoever sent that in about him being the Will Ferrell of YouTube. Dear Bop, not George Lucas here. I've been hearing some terrible things about not J.J. Abrams and not Rian Johnson doing unspeakable things to my franchise. Should I buy it back from not Disney, not George? Yeah, if you can afford it, you should buy it back. For sure. Not even a question. Will Ferrell sucks. This is for the record from Gary. Will Ferrell sucks, as does, Talladega Nights, false. Anchorman, false. Anchorman 2, false. Hot Rod, never seen it. Holmes and Watson, never seen it. Get Hard, I'd agree. Zoolander 2, I'm not going to argue. The Other Guys, haven't seen it. Land of the Lost, haven't seen it. Semi-Pro, not going to argue. Blades of Glory, false. Blades of Glory is funny. Bewitched, not gonna argue. Starsky and Hutch, not gonna argue. Zoolander, fuck you. Zoolander is hilarious. Ladies Man, haven't seen it. And Superstar, not gonna argue. See, there's a lot we agree on, but no. Anchorman, Talladega Nights, Zoolander, and Blades of Glory are all excellent movies on this list. Dear Bob, you should really think about crowdfunding for a series of waxing sessions. No human should suffer from so much body hair. I knew it. If you guys saw that body hair, you were never going to be able to unsee it. Dear Bop, if you don't want your Uncle Paulie to be sent back to you in small box, pay what you owe us by Friday at 11:59 p.m. Korogan time. Signed, the CBS Book Club. Wow, the CBS Book Club is getting brave. But I have a feeling you're the one that's going to be sent in boxes. Dear Bop, I shouldn't have done this, but I did what Kronos did with the computer fan. He told me he was having a home circumcision kit, and it was perfectly safe. Since the lockdown, I haven't been able to get my circumcision like I needed. But now I didn't get it. Just nip the tip, but the skin is in. The fan blades. Help now. And about that sandwich, send another please, Joseph the Communist. Just pull out. Pull out. The skin will stay, but that's the whole point of the circumcision anyway. And don't tell me it hurts. You knew it was going to hurt. You chose this. This is on you. Dear Bob, so I didn't catch, what was it that you had that they said was on your nether regions? Yeah, well, it was a Klebsiella infected. I don't know if the term would be a boil or a cellulitis, or it was basically a long pocket of pus and nastiness that had grown from around all the length of my groin. Most of it drained out in the hospital. It is now currently being packed every day with packing, and there's more drainage going on here at home. Between the antibiotics and the drainage, with luck, another few days and most of it should be gone. We got to keep an eye on it, though. As to the actual medical diagnosis, They at first thought that there was no liquid to drain. They did a CAT scan. I went in, I did a full CAT scan of the nether regions. They zapped me full of probably 10 years worth of x-rays of radiation just to give me the completely wrong answer that was solid and not liquid. So I don't have a better answer. Dear Bob, what the hell is Fortean or whatever you were talking about? I didn't get it. RXP. Fortean Barber. Fortean. Fortean Barber is one of the users, one of the viewers here. And he has his own channel. And I had to look up what Fortean meant because I had never heard of it before. And apparently Fortean is like for anything like paranormal type stuff, weird stuff, right? Like anything X-Files. So you could say the X-Files was a Fortean TV series, or the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, and Atlantis would all be Fortean topics. So apparently Fortean is something I was really into, but I had no idea it was a word for what I was into. So he is not the barber of a town called Fortean, which I originally took, but he's the barber who is into like spooky things. So he's like Fox Mulder as a barber instead of an FBI agent. Dear Bob, Korogan Chamber of Commerce here. Your medicated ass cream has arrived. We thought you were out of power. Anyway, you owe us $77.19. It's a big tub of cream. Signed, the CCC. P.S. Glad you're home, but the orphans are still saying you owe them gruel. Screw the orphans. They don't get any gruel. Carlos is bird of prey. I probably have more hair than you. Don't wax. It hurts and it grows back. Embrace the Italian. P.S. Women with hairy arms are hot. They sweat all the time. Yeah, the doctor was very against me shaving. He, like any part of me. He was like, you don't shave down there, do you? Because I was shaved down there. I only shaved down there because I needed to see what the F was going on with this giant boil or blister or whatever the F it was. So he's like, don't ever shave down there. It's just going to cause a lot more problems than it's worth. And he was like, he's a very old doctor. He's like, trust me, don't shave down there. He was like, like you kids and you're shaving in places you're not supposed to shave. It's like, yeah, the hair is good though. We don't even shave any people for hernia operations anymore. We found the shaving causes more chances of infection than the hair. So JP says, I get those boily things you speak of sometimes. Every 3 to 6 months, have to get them lanced and packed and take antibiotics as well. Some can get as large as softballs under my skin, so I know where you're coming from. There you go. That's exactly what I'm coming from, JP's. I'm sorry you have to go through that, my friend. Yeah, it's not fun. Josh reads his bird of prey. The Dear Bob number keeps going up here. Hoping for a 24-hour. There's not going to be a 24-hour stream. I promise you that. Wesley says, bird of prey, what was so bad that you couldn't read it? It wasn't bad. It was just they wanted me to say like I said it, which I'm not going to do. If you want to say someone else as a quote, but I'm not going to go out and just say, blow so-and-so is so-and-so, fertile prey 5. No, it's not like that. It's not how it works. Thomas is bird of prey. You should do a poll on Will Ferrell movies. Remember, Anchorman got 7% once. Yeah, but that was because there were so many better movies that I put in. And to be honest, I know you guys are looking for sci-fi movies. Cinnabon Horse just donated $1. Oh my God. Please kill me now. I don't want Cinnabon to crash me into trees anymore. My brain is blemished. Oh, poor Cinnabon. He's playing that Red Dead Redemption 2, and his horse keeps dying. Keeps crashing into things. Oh, poor Cinnabon horse. I saw it happen, too. I was like, what the hell just happened? Dear Bob, why do Kurogans find greasy, hairy Turdistanis hot? Is this a case as do as the leader does? Also, I'm not a Turdistani spy. I don't think we find greasy, hairy Turdistanis hot. That's generally not true. So I don't know where you came up with that information. Now, if they're greasy, hairy Kurogans, as long as their parts are put together right, it's not necessarily a deal breaker. Women can shave, that's fine. Dear evil Kurogan leader, well, he's not here right now. Only I'm here. Hey, I'm glad you're not pushing up daisies yet. Yeah, so am I. I would like to say Sassy throws the best parties. Hope you don't mind we orphans used your bed as a bed way you were with the Kurogan witch doctor hut. Signed, former miner number 1. P.S. We have internet since we left Kuroga now and live in Turdistan. P.P.S. I set up Wi-Fi with the help of Sassy for any new orphans you throw into the mines. I find that hard to believe. I think this is more fake Turdistani news. Dear Bob, Klebsiella comes from fecal matter. Just learned it from the internet. Well, then that's highly unlikely that fecal matter got to this particular location. But I will look into that myself. I find that very interesting. But thank you. If it honestly does, I will look that up. I will look that up. So let's get back to our main channel.
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to BedLife 5 channel. Hail Kuroga.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Who's been holding up the damn elevator?
Jesus. Okay, we'll try again. Thank you so much, Lady Mist, with a $10 super chat. Happy you're home. Missed you in the chat. Thank you so much, Lady Mist. Yeah, I am very happy to be home. In the hospital, they really cut down what I was able to have. And one little cell phone wasn't really enough to follow many chats. And I couldn't really type because one of my hands had to stay relatively steady because of IV antibiotics going in all day long. So I didn't get to many channels as much as I wanted to. But thank you so much, Lady Mist. It means a great deal. So many people reached out to me. I know you were one of them. I know people brought me up on other people's channels. I never felt alone. I felt so loved and so cared for. I really thank you and everyone else who helped keep the spirit of BedLife 5 alive, even when I wasn't able to come to the streams. And thank you, Alexander, with a $2 Canadian super chat. says Asian Muslim wife, born in the USSR, is the best choice. I know she is, Alexander. You have proven it over and over again. Although Asian Muslim Momo wife might not be a bad second choice. And Wesley Crusher with a $2 donation. Hail Karoga. Hail Wesley Crusher. Qapla, Wesley. Qapla. Let's see. What do we got here? Star Trek Nitpicker says Sassy Party. And there's Wesley's donation. Thank you. Okay, let's go back up. Rock Solid Productions is watching paint dry is better than any shitty Will Ferrell movie. Okay, Rock Solid, but you're also going to have me and SisOPrey commenting on the movie as we watch it. So that's on top of watching. Well, you don't have to actually watch Will Ferrell. In fact, you could you don't even have to put volume on for the movie. You don't have to watch the movie at all. Just listen to us talk about the movie. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, when are you doing a 24-hour stream? Wes, I have no current plans to do a 24-hour stream. I'm sorry to be blunt, but I can't physically do that. If I was doing one, it would be a fake 24-hour stream. Like it would be my channel, but someone else would be streaming, via StreamYards or something, and I would just be asleep in the background. JP's is Bird of Prey. I'm surprised they use the CAT scan on you. Usually an ultrasound works. Well, JP's, I don't know why they went to the CAT scan first, but I honestly, I couldn't imagine them pushing an ultrasound into how painful and inflamed it was, but I guess they could have. You know what? In hindsight, they probably should have. I've had so many CAT scans of that area. I'm literally worried about it. It freaks me out every time it happens. Uncle Ramus says if Trump was Bird's doctor, Bird would have received a high dose of hydrocloxacillin. It cures everything. And just for YouTube, that is a joke. That is not, we're not taking that seriously. Sock cutters. Goddamn sock cutters. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, can you close with the Karoga National Anthem? Of course we can, Wes. Of course. Cronus, you're still here. Not for long. Not for long. Wesley, Bird of Prey, Karoga. Yes, we're going to do Karoga Anthem. Alexander's Bird of Prey. We have been invaded by Momo, the Challenger fans. On DJ Odyssey, I saw some of those stills, Alexander. I got to watch that whole stream. I saw some stills. Sci-Fi Nation, Bird of Prey, Karoga National Anthem is the best anthem. It is. It is. And thank you so much for all the people here. To new people here. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a cinema stream. My sister and I will be commenting. That's fun. If you have your own copy of Anchorman, that's always best. But if you don't, there'll be a link where you can watch it with us at 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Wednesday, we do a Deep Space Nine episode at about this time, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday, we kind of do whatever. Friday is another BedLife like this. But with any luck, by Friday or even Wednesday, I'll be on camera again. So, we'll be doing it in person. So, with that, guys, thank you all for coming. I am going to play a couple of things. First was that video that Anti-Tracker was nice enough to give me, had made for me on Cameo. And then after that, we will end with the national anthem of Karoga.
Hey, this is for Bird of Prey 5 from Michael J. Crawford, the anti-trekker.
Kif, come here and hold up the flag. And wave it a little, for God's sakes.
The God, Emperor, Dictator of a country called Karoga. The Karogan Surgeon General, which would be me, Dr. Zoidberg. Hail, Karoga! I'm going to keep you healthy. I will feed you tons of cake. If there's any left after I'm here.
Thank you, Anti-Trekker, for that. And here is, Cinnabon Bunny with a $2 super chat. My horse will regret that donation. Well, Cinnabon, I guess we'll play something else.
Indications negative at this time.
Well, we'll do the dancing video. Me dancing. You see, I could dance. I could dance. I mean, granted, my back was hurting like crazy, but I could dance better than that. Wesley Crushers with Bird of Prey, where did you get that new picture? The picture you saw earlier was from Jitsi. Jitsi Lemon sent it to me. And in the next few days, I'm going to set it up so that there's you can use it on a t-shirt or a mug from the Teespring store. So yeah, you'll be able to see it more and more. Josh and Rebecca Mamamini says, Bird of Prey, what did I miss? Was it the best stream ever? Oh, I don't think it was the best stream ever, Josh and Rebecca, but I think it was a very good stream. It was a very good stream. You could check it out if you want to rewind. Epic Beard says, this is a fake video. Bird has hair. No, this was 2002. This was maybe 6 months before I decided to buzz my hair. Yes, besides the fact I could walk. No, this was actually in LA. This was, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this was taking place at Spago. No. What is this? This is either Los Angeles or Orlando. I forget which. Either way, it was a fun time. Anyway, guys, good night all. Here is the Karogan National Anthem to send us off to wherever it is we're going next. Qapla All.